Marshes and Madlands is the latest set by Mammoth Factory Games, and with this set you can get everything you need to really get a low-level adventure going, and it includes loads of stuff that any dungeon master would be happy to have in their arsenal. So full disclosure, Mammoth Factory Games very kindly sponsored this video and sent me over the STLs to get printed and painted up. So first up, what do you get with this set? Well, you get a real good range of low-level stuff that you can use in pretty much any adventure. Most Dungeons & Dragons players will have come across most of these things, so it's nice to have them as part of your set. So you'll get those standard units, so you'll get some goblins, you'll get some hobgoblins as well, which look really interesting. To go along with the goblins, you'll also get some things for them to ride or tame or do whatever you want with, so you'll get some wargs, and they come with or without the saddle, and then you can have it so that you can put the little goblins on top of them as well, which is pretty cool. Alongside the goblins and hobgoblins, you'll also get some bugbears, and you've got to love having a couple of bugbears around, and these are really interesting little sculpts. They're probably my favorite out of the lot. They look kind of retro in the way that they're sculpted. They look really good. They're a lot of fun to paint. Going alongside it as well, you get some other little bits just to kind of play with. So you get these two sets of flaming heads, which look really weird. They're like these astral floating flaming heads. A barrel of eels, because who doesn't need a barrel of eels? And obviously it wouldn't be a Mammoth Factory Games release without something relatively big. So you get the giant Ettin, which is this two-headed giant beastie. Looks absolutely awesome. And you'll also get the scrap dragon, which is this really creative, weird culmination of like a boat with a catapult on it that's made out to look like a dragon. It's really bizarre. Hero units, you'll get Ghibli the Screw, who looks like he's straight out of Gremlins, and you'll also get Zuruk, a patchwork swordsman, who looks really, almost like this, well he is, he's like a hobgoblin with a big kind of poleaxe. It looks really cool. And then the final bits you'll get with this set, you'll get the busts as well, so that way you can print those off if you're really into that detail painting, maybe want something as a reward to give to your players. And of course, you will get all of the stuff to run the adventure. So like I mentioned, this is a low-level adventure. So for those dungeon masters who are wanting to get a new party involved or just wanting to kickstart a new adventure, you've got something there. It includes all the adventure, all the stat blocks, you'll get all the maps and everything as well that you can print off on a traditional printer, not a 3D one. And you'll get all things like the game tokens and markers that you're going to need to run this adventure. Now, all in all, I really like the sculpts. They're very detailed. There's a lot of stuff here to enjoy and a lot of stuff to play with. But I do have a couple of tips. And the first one is that the goblins, in my opinion, were too small of scale. So I would recommend scaling them up just a little bit. And the reason I suggest this is just because their legs on the bases can be a little bit fragile. When I was dry brushing a few, I snapped them because they're just planted with one leg occasionally. So it can be a bit of an issue. And it's really hard to get all those details. So my preference is I print them a little bit larger. I'd recommend the same as well for you as well. So choose what scale you want to go for and bump those up. The rest of the units are pretty much fine, like your hobgoblins and everything look fine. Your bugbears look really cool as well, so they're all decent enough scale. Another thing that I would recommend if you're printing off this set is some of this, which is super glue accelerator. And basically you spray this on your base, pop the super glue on their foot and then dab it on, and it basically bonds pretty much instantly. Again, like I mentioned, a lot of these are posed in ways that they're charging, or they might be getting ready to do a jump or a leap attack or something like that, and the bases are really detailed and really cool. Problem is, because you're getting a really small surface area to try and glue it, it's a nightmare if you don't use something like accelerator. So using this makes it a dream, otherwise you will have a lot of stress trying to get these onto their bases. Apart from that though, they are really fun sculpts. There's a lot of detail there, a lot of stuff to play with, and I've really enjoyed painting these up. If you are a dungeon master who's looking to get into a low-level adventure with your group, there's a lot of stuff to go for. And even if you don't have that 3D printer, you're still going to get everything that you need to run that adventure. So well and truly worthwhile checking out this month. Really enjoyed printing and painting them, and look forward to seeing what they do next month. Hope you've enjoyed that video. If you have, hit the like and subscribe button, and we'll see you soon. Bye.